Welcome to the College Q&A with Baker College of Muskegon. Debbie Smith is here. She's the admissions advisor for Baker of Muskegon, and she's going to share with you today about all of the offerings that Baker has for the class of 2021. So Debbie, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to hear what Baker has to offer.
Oh, thank you so much, Jody. Appreciate the opportunity. And thank you to all the students that have expressed some interest in learning more about Baker College. So I want to start with letting everyone know just where Baker College is. And that's one of the questions that we get quite often. And so this map will show all of our locations throughout the state of Michigan. So Baker actually has, as you'll see here on the screen, we have 6 locations where we're closest to this community would be the Muskegon campus, but we have a campus our metro campus is in Auburn Hills. We have one in Cadillac, Jackson, Owasso, and Port Huron. The Port Huron campus is actually one of our culinary institutes. And so we have one culinary institute in Muskegon, and then the other one is in Port Huron. So just wanted you to get a visual of where all of those are located. So a couple things I would share initially about Baker College. So we are a 4-year private institution. We are fully accredited, and I'll share just a little bit about what that means. But these are really some of the pillars that we are really focused on that I'll cover with you today. Academics. So certainly we'll share the programs that are offered at Baker College. I want to talk a little bit about student life. We have things like residence halls available, and so want to cover that and some of the other opportunities that are available to students in that way. Of course, affordability. One of the things I'm so proud of is how affordable Baker College is. So I want to give an idea about what that cost would be, as well as some of the amazing scholarships that are available to help students with those costs. And then one of the things that I've always really loved about Baker, I've actually been with the college just over 30 years. Our student outcomes are what are so amazing. One of the things that I think Baker is most known for is a high employment success rate of our graduates. And so that comes from having just amazing programs that are in high demand, as well as having phenomenal faculty and resources to help students get the training they need to get the career ultimately that they want to have. So to start with the different academic colleges that we offer, give you an idea of the programs that we offer at Baker College. We have our College of Business, which would be accounting, management, marketing, finance. We offer a bachelor degree as well as graduate programs in the business area. I'm not even mentioning them all: marketing, human resource management. So pretty much any major that you might be looking for in business. Our health science, College of Health Science, would include areas like radiologic or x-ray technology, ultrasound, physical and occupational therapist assistant, vet tech. That's a real popular program that we offer. We have a health information technology, which is a medical records program. We have a school of nursing. So we offer the Bachelor of Science degree, the BSN program, preparing students to be RNs. We have a school of occupational therapy. So I mentioned the occupational therapy assistant. We also have a master's degree in occupational therapy. Our School of Social Science, that would be areas of criminal justice. We have a psychology degree, human service degree, interdisciplinary studies. That would be more of the students looking for a general studies degree. Engineering and information technology, so pretty much anything you can imagine in technology, like cyber defense, computer programming, networking. Those are real high demand computer science or IT degrees. And then our College of Education, and we specialize in early childhood education. I mentioned accreditation briefly, and I won't go into details just because it's kind of boring. But I do want to assure everyone that we are fully accredited through North Central Association, the Higher Learning Commission, which is what all colleges and universities that you're probably familiar with have. And it's important for standards, high standards and quality. And then there's also many program areas where accreditation is important. So we have not only the college has accreditation, but we have a lot of additional accreditations. If there's an accreditation required or available, we're going to go for it. So one that I'll just highlight, our culinary program is also accredited through the American Culinary Federation, but our nursing, all of our health science, all of those have those specific highest credential or accreditation that would be needed for licensure, employment. So I want to assure students about that. Just to give you a little bit of idea about student life. So we do have some amazing facilities on campus, fitness centers. We have intramural sports. We do offer student housing at several locations. So the Muskegon campus, Cadillac, Owasso, and Port Huron all have student housing. They're apartment style dorms. And so students have a lot of independence where usually, depending on the setup, usually it's probably an average of 4 students that are in a unit. They have their own kitchen, living area. Usually 2 students share a bedroom and then they have all the other shared space. And just to give you an idea, we'll talk a little bit more about costs, but about $4,400 a year for the student housing. It's not required to live on campus, but definitely a great option for students that are maybe looking to get away. We have students that live in the cities, like live right in Muskegon, but still want to live on campus because they want that opportunity. Or definitely great for students who live a distance from a campus and want to stay on campus to get their training. Over 40 student clubs and organizations. Some of them are specific to our programs. So like there's a vet tech club, there's a nursing club, but there's also a lot like student leadership and clubs that students in any major can get involved with. A lot of social activities that are going on. So just wanted to give you a few examples. I mentioned student outcomes and just wanted to highlight just a few things. I won't read through this, but our students are continually winning state and national events. Our cyber team has just been phenomenal. Of course, the culinary team usually sweeps all of the awards when they go to competition. Often having students in business and technology and healthcare programs that are also winning just some amazing awards that are standout. Graduates, the last few years, we've had over 14,000. So we took the last 3 years, over 14,000 graduates from Baker College. So when you put that in perspective, I mean, that's huge when you think about all those students going out for employment. And I just listed a few recognizable companies, but just to give you just an idea, we work from anything from a large healthcare institution. We've had graduates go to work for Harvard University, the state of Michigan, and the list goes on and on. So one of the questions probably that's on students' mind, first of all, is what are the acceptance requirements? So we look at really a combination of things, and I just listed high school GPA, SAT or ACT score, or college transfer credit. So the students that are probably going to be receiving this information, watching this recording, are in high school. So basically we're looking at, do you have a 2.5 grade point average or a corresponding SAT score for acceptance? Right now, we know that a lot of students are not able to take their SAT because of the situation that we're in with COVID. And so it's not a both. You don't have to have both. It's an either or. And if a student has below a 2.5, they can also do some refresher work in math and English and still be accepted. So we work with each and every student to help them to either become officially accepted or get to that acceptance based on maybe doing some additional work. We all know that of course, a college education will significantly increase your earning opportunities throughout your life. So just wanted to give you an idea of what that looks like. You've probably seen this type of information before, but just showing you that if you stopped with a high school education, what your earnings might be over your lifetime, 1.3 million versus having a college education, 2.3 million. So over $1 million more earning potential in your lifetime, which is unbelievable. Of course, Baker is very affordable. I mentioned I'm really proud of that. And so our full-time tuition right now is approximately $12,500, which is, especially for a private college, a bargain. But I wanted to highlight some scholarships that we offer. And so our highest scholarship is the presidential. Students who have a 3.8 grade point average or a 1390 SAT, not both. Because of COVID, you don't have to have both. We've changed our requirements. That would be potentially a full tuition scholarship. This one students do apply for. There's an essay, and we select 5 students to get this. Since it's a full tuition scholarship, there's a limit on how many we can award, but we encourage students that meet one of those criteria to apply. The next is the Regent Scholarship. So students who have a 3.5 grade point average or the qualifying SAT score. This one's worth $3,000 a semester, approximately $6,000 or $6,000 a year. And this is renewable over 4 years. All of the scholarships are. And then our Dean Scholarship is for students with a 3-point grade point or the corresponding SAT. And that's a $1,500 or $3,000 per dollar scholarship per year. And then we do have transfer scholarships. I thought I'd throw this in here. You never know. There could be an older sibling or a parent that's thinking of attending. So we do offer, transfer scholarships for students who have at least 30 transferable college credits. So wanted to just add those. And I will tell you that the Dean and Regent and the transfer scholarships are automatic. So students apply, send us their transcripts. We see that they meet the requirements, and we just automatically award those. We do have an amazing cost calculator on our website, and I think a lot of colleges are really focused on giving students these tools. So I wanted to direct you to just our website is baker.edu, and you can fill out this cost estimator and put in your personal information about your family size, your income, your grades, and then it will give you a really nice snapshot of what you personally might be qualified for. And if you're a senior, you're probably working on doing the federal student aid form. But even maybe you're a sophomore and you just want to get an idea of what you might qualify for. So really a great tool for all students to look at what those costs would be and how they can meet those costs. In addition, we have a wonderful online customized view book. So what this is an opportunity for you to fill out your information, what you're looking for. So you could literally take your phone and scan this QR code right on the screen, or you could go to our website. The web address is right there on our Baker site, where you could go to this custom view book and type in your personal information. So maybe you're looking to find out about nursing and student housing, and you want to know about clubs. You can put all that in, and now this customized view book will be available to you that you can go and access anytime. It's all online, and you can always change. So maybe you change your mind about a program, or you want to find out a little bit more about other things. This is a really, really great tool, a digital tool that we're using. So I encourage all of you to fill this out. I guess, a couple other things I will just share that are going on that we're really excited about with student clubs. We have, and these are opportunities for scholarships as well as to provide leadership. So we have student ambassadors, and that's an opportunity to help promote student events. And we offer a $500 scholarship to students that are chosen to be ambassadors. We also have a student life leadership council, and that's for students who are living on campus. Again, if they want to get involved in student life, that would be, if selected, you would get free housing. And so it's just another wonderful tool. And I'll open for any questions. Oh, and today's October 29th, but it is free. It's free college month. So we don't have many more days. We only have 2 more days, but Baker's waiving our application fee this whole month. So we still have a couple more days to get involved and to not have that application fee not have to pay that. So those are the main things I wanted to cover, but certainly would answer any questions that you have.
Debbie, what a great presentation. That sounds like there's so many opportunities for scholarships and to get assistance. I know you mentioned the vet tech program, and I know there are tons of students who are out there interested in working with animals. Is that something that is offered in Muskegon or Cadillac?
It is. It's actually at both of those campuses.
Okay.
It's one of our most popular health science programs right now.
Yeah, and
It's a 2-year program.
what a great find. And you mentioned that you have bachelor's and graduate degrees, but it sounds like there might also be associate degree programs.
Absolutely. And so most of our so in healthcare, that's one area. Well, there are a few. So we do have associate degree programs. So the vet tech program, the X-ray and ultrasound, physical and occupational therapy, those are all associate degrees.
Nice.
We also have an associate or 2-year degree in criminal justice and early childhood education.
That's awesome. So students can really stack on their credentials if they want to start with a 2-year and move on. Another question that I had was, you had mentioned that scholarships are automatic when students apply and send in all of their information, and that SAT is optional if they have that 2.5 GPA or vice versa. Is there an optimal date by which students should apply?
Apply for admission?
Yes.
Definitely. So the scholarship deadline, so I would answer that so I would first of all say the sooner the better, because there are deadlines that come up. So as an example, that presidential scholarship, if a student has that 3.8 grade point average, that deadline is December 15th. So that would be the earliest deadline. Then our other scholarship deadlines for accepting or being able to award those would come in the spring. So I know students have so much that they're, focused on, but I would say if you set the deadline of applying by December 1, if you're really thinking scholarship, or the first of the year, for those scholarships, so you don't miss out on anything. We would certainly work with students that apply after that date. We start fall classes towards the end of August. So August 1st would be kind of the deadline to get in, to get everything done on time, but earlier to access scholarships and financial deadlines.
Thank you. That's so helpful. I have one more question, and it's about campus visits. So some of the campuses have housing, right? So I'm sure students want to check that out. But if students want to check out Muskegon or Cadillac right now, what are their options for campus visits? Are they all virtual, or are there face-to-face options?
Yeah, right now, unfortunately, we can't have students on campus. I won't say unfortunately they're virtual, because virtual is great, but so I would say we're sad that we can't invite students to campus right now. With our classes, we're doing most of them virtual. The lab classes are going on campus. Those are the only students who are there, and our housing students are living on campus. But just we want to use precautions, so we're not inviting any visitors to campus right now. So until that time when we can do that again, we are doing virtual visits like this, where you could schedule a time to just one-on-one with myself or another one on my team, and meet with us individually, or your family could be involved, whatever works out best for you. We've had students that have gone down to their counseling office and sit with their counselor and meet with us. So we would invite any of those options. We can also do a phone visit if someone's not quite ready to do a Zoom appointment. They don't want to do that. We can talk on the phone and do a visit that way until the time when we can invite guests back to campus.
And so that spurred one more question for me. So for the students who maybe aren't ready to go to campus in 2021, even if it's wide open, does Baker have online programs for those students?
We do. So some of our programs can be completed completely online, can be done. So if you're looking at a business major, the psychology, criminal justice, there are many that can be done completely online, but also many of our prerequisite classes, so our general education, even many science classes could be done online. So students could start with online classes and then go to campus once they got into the lab classes that would require face-to-face.
So that's amazing. There's all kinds of combinations that students could put together at Baker. Thank you
Oh,
so much, Deb. Deb, this has been great. It's been so helpful to learn about Baker and all the campuses and offerings
oh,
that
you're
you
so
have.
welcome. We appreciate the
So,
opportunity.
yeah, and after today, if students want to reach out to you, how can they
Sure.
find you?
So the best way would be just go right to our website, www.baker.edu. There's an option there's a chat feature, there's an option to submit a request for information, there's a phone number to call. But I won't miss the opportunity to tell students you can call me directly. I would love to have you call me. And my personal number is 231-777-5215. And my name again is Debbie Smith. So I would love to have you give me a call.
Thank you, Debbie. This
Oh,
has
you're
been
so welcome.
great.
Thank you, everyone.